Okay. Am I live now? Am I live now? Can someone let me know if it's working now? Because there was a big old button that said no. Okay, still not there. Um, well, there was a big old button that said go live that I didn't click. Ah, crap. What? YouTube, why do you keep updating this? It's just making it a pain for me. Uh, yeah, what is even happening? Stream key. Oh, I can't edit that while streaming. That makes sense. Ah, crap. Oh, I am live. Am I here? You say there we go. You're being very unclear, David. My gosh. Okay. Cool. Hi guys. How's it going? This is Aiden Ryan here, and welcome to the Is a Loser live stream. I don't know how far behind everything is working right now. I feel like it's probably not all caught up as quickly as I'd like it to be, but that's just my luck. It's not any technology problems. Um, but yeah, so cool. Just let me know as audio if audio ever gets whack. If the camera thing's trippy, I can always get rid of this one because this is my crap webcam. This is the nice one Nathan loaned me. Uh, hey, oh my gosh, a lot of people here. Hi. All right, well, cool. So if there are no initial questions, I'm gonna start us off. I'm just gonna go through the album track by track and just um, kind of talk about the creation of each one. And if you have any questions anytime, just feel free to ask and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, cool. I'm excited. This will be fun. So if you haven't listened to the album yet, go do it. I don't know what you're doing with your life. That's the wrong thing. Nope, that's also the wrong thing. I have like 800 tabs open. Okay. Why two cameras? Because I like Nathan's more than mine, but I don't know. I'm experimenting. They are? Oh, they are. Well, I don't know. I don't know why they're on. They look cool. I like them. Is the piano on? No, okay. Did you guys hear the notification sound, or did that just scare the crap out of me? Oh, initial question. Go ahead. Literally anything. That's why, and it's fun to ask the awkward, embarrassing ones on live chat because then the rest of the world can see me squirm as I try to answer them. So go for it. By all means, Aiden. Go for it. Uh, nope. I'm waiting now. Now we're all waiting, Aiden. Now we're just chilling here, like waiting for your question. I have time. Oh my gosh, you guys really are behind. I'm just okay. For context, as far as I just got David saying Windows sound played. How am I doing on my about the bio homework? um, okay. Before that makes me sound like a terrible person, I just have to clarify. I have time. I can do it on Monday, and you guys, you have class like right in the morning. I'm going to. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. Put away my laundry yet? What? No. What laundry? I don't know what you're talking about. Um, but yeah, I'll get the bio homework done, Aiden. Please get off of my back. Shut up, David. Shut up. I'm working on it, okay? Uh, okay. Yo, okay, so the first track on the album goes right into the second one. The whole not fair intro goes right into the part that hurts the most. Um, I mean, there's not a lot to say about it, but I'm just gonna play it through. And Dad, just I think that's your wife. I don't think that's Addie because they share an account. just to clarify. Anyways, totally off topic. So the first track, I'm just going to play it through and pause it if I have any input during, or if you guys have any questions. Yeah. And let me know if the audio is too loud or anything. Okay, gonna stop it immediately. So that piano part, actually, I didn't write that. That was actually humongous, gigantic thanks to one of my good friends, Zach Mayberry, for writing that. He actually was the one to mix and master the part that hurts the most, and he did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal. Like, I listened to that one, and that's the most well-polished song on the album by a long shot. So if you're watching this in the future, Zach, thank you. Hi, Tara. Welcome. I'm waving at the microphone. I have two cameras. I'm not waving at either of them. Hi. So, yeah, Zach wrote that piano piece, and it's actually, if you listen, I'll show it to you in the actual song. It's actually part of the Part That Hurts the Most song. But I took it and amplified the volume and then put a bunch of reverb on it, and it just sounds, in this, it's just good. Because it replicates, it's kind of like a harmony to the melody of the chorus. I'm sorry I'm geeking out about this, but it's just so dang cool. It really is. Like,
look, we need to talk.
The way you say that makes me feel like I'm not going to like this conversation.
But it's one that needs to happen.
What's going on?
So another thing right off the bat. I am the worst voice actor ever. I'm terrible. Like, obviously, this is just proof of that. But I'll show you, that's one of the things I want to show you the outtakes from today. But this took probably, I don't even know how many takes this took, but we kept cracking up. I couldn't keep a straight face. So this was the best. Yeah. See, the voice acting's pretty crappy though. And it's, oh my gosh. I just wish I would have done a better job. Honestly, I really wish I would have done it. Yep.
I feel like you lied to me. I can't trust you anymore.
What do you mean? I never lied to you.
I want to believe you. I really do. But I don't think I can anymore.
What are you even talking about? That's beyond unfair. Look, I know it's more than that.
You're probably gonna hate me.
I can never hate you.
Look, I don't think this is gonna work out.
Why wouldn't it work out? There's someone else, isn't there?
I
I thought I was your nerd.
You are my nerd.
Then who is he?
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize unless you mean it. Is there anything I can do to fix this?
No.
Well, there go all my hopes and dreams then.
So okay. So I just have to say this because my dad always makes fun of me for this line, and I agree. I did a terrible job on saying it. It doesn't really fit. But the reason I say that, well, there go all my hopes and dreams, because when this conversation actually happened in reality, well, one of the conversations is based off of, that was actually something I said, because that's the way I have this terrible coping mechanism in the sense that that's just how I react. I try and make humor. I try to make it funny. I try to make it awkward and just back away. But in this case, it succeeded in making it awkward for sure, because I asked her, I was like, is there anything on the planet I can do to fix this? Is there anything? And then she just straight face goes, no. And then I was just like, in response to her being that straight faced, I had to say, why am I blanking on what I had to make it funny. I had to say something to make it sound like I'm just like, haha, I'm okay mentally, inside dying. So Dave, in response to that, a lot of people didn't like the intro. And I think that's fair, given the circumstances behind this one in the song. I'm not going to touch on that too much because I already told the story behind this a dozen times. Most of you know what happened. So I'm going to try and stay away from that as much as possible. But to summarize the whole situation, I am mad at myself too. I wasn't happy with the intro and the way it came out and the way the emotion was expressed. it made it sound like I'm pinning it 100% on the female involved, which is not the case, nor was that the intent of what I was doing and any of that. It just came, it's like saying something and then immediately wishing you could retract that statement. That's what happened here, except it was a long thought out process that just wasn't thought out well enough. So yeah, the intro is pretty touch and go with a lot of people. Like, I feel like it's very up in the air whether or not people like it. I mean, for the dramatic quality, it definitely, if you don't know the context of anything, it just sounds very like, whoa, and I don't know. I think it sounds cool on its own, except for the crappy voice acting and the fact that it pushed a lot of people's buttons. But I definitely regret doing it the way I did. Yeah, so let's just
Okay.
Am I
get
that
this
easy to
track
get
over
over?
with.
That's not fair.
No, I'll tell you what's not fair. Not fair is cheating on me twice over. Not fair is telling me you love me when you really don't. Not fair is saying sorry when you don't mean it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's looping. Crap, I'm supposed to play them all through. Okay, now I have to set it up to do that. Well played, Aiden, by the way. I'm trying to ignore that and keep focused on what I was talking about, but I'm just all over the place today. Okay, yeah, the lights are killing me. Okay.
Don't mean it.
So those of you who listen to like shuffling it on Spotify or listen to it on Pandora and stuff didn't catch this, but this is my favorite part of the whole thing. Just wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, the timing was off on this thing, but the idea is to build it right into the song, and just I love albums that start like that, which is why I wanted to make an intro of some kind. Next time I do an intro, I know, it didn't work, but it just. I really like when albums do that. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. If anyone has ever heard of, I'm sure you've heard of Skillet. Their whole album Rise, every other song flows into the next one. That didn't quite make sense when it came out. Not every song flows into each other, but quite often there are pairs of songs that just go hand in hand. And a lot of times one thing that's really cool about that is it's a major key, super happy sounding song going right into the dark, screamy crap that's just like, oh yeah! Like, Not Gonna Die, or not, is that what it's called? David, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the song's called Not Gonna Die. And, hi Danielle, welcome. But I mean, it just goes in and it's awesome. And I wanted to try, obviously I couldn't, like, I only know how to write songs in a minor key. I think, Abby is the only song I've ever written that's not in a minor key, so it just, I keep blanking. I'm too tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. No, other Danny. Why am I blanking? What was I talking about? I wish I could rewind. Intro fade in. Oh, so Abby is the only song I've ever written that's in a major key, which for those of you who don't know music, major is happy, minor is sad. So I just left it all in a minor key because I can't function outside of that because I'm an angsty teenager. And, but so I just wanted to kind of recreate that, like, there's that moment where it just stops and then goes into it like super hard. And I really, really, really liked that. Yeah, this song, and a lot of people were talking to me about this too. It does mean a lot to me, like in that, not just in the sense that it was kind of the first song that I ever really published and produced and finished, but it just, there's something about the emotion in it that's just so, even now, the song's been written for almost a year and I still, it still has some amount of emotion for me, and I'll get to that in a minute, when talking about Abby, but it's not the emotion in the same of I'm still bitter about what the song's about and what happened, and I'm not upset about that. It just makes me sad to think about the way everything went down. The writing of the song, the production of the song, the release of the song, the release of the video, the release of the intro. It just wow. Yeah. All right, so let's just keep going. Really loud in my headphones.
You stand there crying, silence follows. I sit here dying, fighting my sorrow. Inside, my heart is breaking. Denied, my soul is aching.
So, total quick side note. I have to credit that line, the denied and left to ache, or my soul is aching. That's not a line I came up with. I had a super bad writer's block, and the girl who actually did the voice in the intro, I sent this song to her, and I was like, look, I need help writing this one line, and she just replies with that, and I'm like, thanks. I just took it as soon as I saw it, and I was like, that works. That sounds dramatic enough. So yeah, fun little Easter egg for you.
The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part that hurts the most is loving you the same. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be the same.
So no, you're not mishearing that. If you ever hear that and go like, ugh, that's, yes, my voice did crank super bad right there, but in the recording process, that had been a super long day, and I already tried to record that one verse probably 8 times, and I was really frustrated. So I was just like, I'll leave it and come back to it tomorrow. And then I forgot about it and then sent it to Zach and to mix and master it. And then that never got cut out and never was edited. See, and Dad, actually, I'll be talking about that too later today. Some of the stuff I'm working on now is very, 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 very different in sounds. I'll probably actually show, I have a demo I'm working on right now for a song called Hopeless, that is like the part that hurts the most in theory, like in as far as like chord progressions and stuff goes, is very similar. It's just heavy as crap there's no other way to word that. There's really not. It's just a crazy heavy song, and I'm really excited to finish it. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this one right now.
Live on without you. Why is it so hard to just forgive you? I know you're still my best friend, but sometimes I feel mistaken.
People are dorks. I hope you know that.
The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part that hurts the most is loving you the same. The part
So another tiny tidbit, I always love pointing this out to people. Take the second chorus, if you ever have time, listen to it with like good headphones on, and just geek out with me and appreciate the depth and love and time, and actually hold up. I'm gonna show you guys something crazy real quick. If I can find it. Music folder. Ignore the hundreds of things I have in here. Part that hurts the most. Okay, so I just want you guys to look at something real quick. And like, people don't understand how many, still my best friend. David, I think you and I both know who's who that, I think we both know who this song's about. And I'm trying to avoid names. I haven't done that in the past. So I'm going to try my best and avoid. Oh, you're Danny. Hi, Danny. Welcome. Okay, hold up. Oh, man, I haven't looked at this in forever. I didn't organize my tracks at all. Zach made sure to let me know of that. But so, okay. View, fit vertically, fit in window. Okay, so, stupid 2 monitors is driving me insane. Okay, this is... Nope, it's right here. Oh. So look at this. Volume. So, okay. So every single one of these tracks is about a minute of recording and a different sound after like 100 takes probably on each one. Oh, look, I think that's the bass or guitar right there, that big old block right there. Oh no, those are drums. And then yeah, so just layer upon layer upon layer of sound. And oh, my face is blocking a lot of it. But yeah, just so much work goes into this. And this is why I'm always super quick to judge other artists and be like, this song sucks, this is terrible. I'm trying to understand how much effort goes into even a crappy pop song that Gwen Stefani wrote. And it's crazy. Like, bare minimum to create a full song, you have to have at least 5 tracks and just slap a crap ton of reverb on it to make it sound halfway decent. Then, because the 5 tracks being like guitar or like rhythm guitar, lead guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. And then you have to put in backing vocals, and then you have to put in pads. You got to put in just so much goes into it. It's insane. And then if you're one of those people, like like people are like, oh, auto-tune's the easy way out. After trying to work on the video for Monday, you'll definitely hear my attempt at auto-tuning. That sucks. It's bad. It's just, I can't work auto-tune. Auto-tune is a pain to work with. Sorry, I'm sick and gross too. But yeah, so that's, and then there's more to it too. Since Zach got his hands on it and started working on it, there's a lot more. What if the sound would sound at a little faster pace? Actually, that'd be interesting. Let's try that. Actually, I'll open up a new project. This will be a fun side thing real quick. I have time to kill, right? No, hold up. I just want to open a new one. Please work for me. No. No. Go back. Kill it. Kill it with fire. No. Oh, this... Actually... Yeah, okay. I don't want to get sidetracked on that. These are the intro outtakes. I need to show you guys these too. New. There we go. I'm a very scatterbrained person. I apologize. And again, having no sleep did not help in the slightest. Did the sun go away or am I crazy? Import. At least this way. At least this way you guys are seeing, like, how I work on music and stuff, which is kind of cool. The part that hurts. Nope, that's the one. The other one. Which... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. My friend Tyler actually did. Yeah, he made a Nightcore version of this. But okay. So let's go to tempo. Change tempo. And let's increase it by 20%. This will be interesting. I haven't tried this. It shortens the song almost a full minute. Oh my gosh. It sounds a lot more like bouncy, and fun. So Dad, Saunders actually just sent it to me like a couple weeks ago, so I haven't got the chance to even listen to it myself yet. Yeah, that's fascinating actually what tempo can change in a song. I mean, I definitely prefer a slower version. Why didn't I sleep? I'm sick and I can't breathe. So if you've ever been sick and you can't breathe, you'll understand. Okay.
Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So before I move on too much, I want to go. So these are this is one of the takes from the intro. I don't have all the outtakes, but there's a lot of them, and this is I think the collection of the funniest. So yeah, let's just.
My voice is
Oh, that's really quiet.
a little sound now. Not through there.
Okay, keep talking.
You want me to keep talking?
Just
Just keep
keep-
talking. Just keep
Yep.
talking. Just keep swinging. I'm sorry. What do you do?
okay. That's probably sufficient. I'm gonna move
I
it
think
more
I'm
towards
checking
you
the
'cause
mic
I'm
here,
loud,
maybe.
Okay.
and you're
I
less
don't
so.
remember.
And I
So-
don't have to be loud in this one. You do.
Yep. Okay. Oh, take one. Here we go. Oh, this is so weird. Because I normally don't have the gain turned up this much. I can still audibly hear me from back here.
So okay.
Right.
And
Oh man.
I can't actually. It was just fun. It was a really fun project. Oh.
Hey. That was terrible. There's suddenly so much more pressure once you hit record.
Right? I'm sorry, the way you said it, I was thinking,
Hey.
hey.
That was so much fun. Like, all the drama aside, and I understand people's hate of the final product, but the intro was really fun to make. I mean, what happened was, so she came in the room and I was like, hey, here's the script. And she's like, this sucks, we're rewriting this. And I was like, okay, so we rewrote it. And not really rewrote it, we did a lot of changes to it. And that's why if I had any more of the footage, you'll hear that we actually say different things a lot. But, I mean, take one. I go, hey, like, I'm supposed to, and she just loses it, and I lose it, and it was so much fun.
Okay.
Uh,
Hey, you want to see me? I'm so bad at this. I can't even do it.
Hold on. Oh,
Oh, man. Okay, note to self, keep some of this.
what? What? Oh, hold up. I actually said in there, I said keep some of it. What?
Just because, I mean,
man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to start it off now. Okay.
just serious pills. Be mad. You're mad. You're
I'm very mad at you
unhappy
right now.
person.
I'm furious. This is my furious face. I'd be such a bad actor.
Did you ever see the Jonah outtakes where Junior
one?
Junior is like bad Laura, bad.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty
That
much
was
what's
so-
happening right now.
Yes.
We're
Bad Aiden.
such nerds.
Very, very bad Aiden. Okay. Ready?
I starting or you starting?
Okay.
So that's fun. That was just a lot of fun to do. It really was. And I know I've said that like 100 times. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna fix the lighting real quick. Yeah, the sun decided to disappear, so I should probably open the blinds and not be a hermit. Ugh. Okay, anyways, moving on. Hold up. I have a bunch of stuff. So... Sorry, multitasking. I need to not be checking messages right now. Going back to the song. So, yeah, we'll try and finish this one out before... Hold up, sorry. It's probably really loud. Sorry.
Will never be the part that hurts the most is not knowing what comes next. The
The echoes. I wish I could redo the echoes. So this is one of the songs. If I ever go into a studio, I'm gonna remake this one, just because it means a lot to me. It really does. I mean, I played this song live before anything else. Like that was my first statement as, hi, I'm Aiden Ryan, I'm a musician. That was the first thing I really did. I went up on stage at a school function. Yeah. Oh my.
How could you do this to me? What happened to trust?
Okay, other quick tidbit. In writing, the bridge was the biggest and hardest part to do. Like, it was the most annoying thing to do, was writing lyrics to a melody I had written. Not really melody, but a chord progression. So I just started singing the chords. And if you're like a music nerd like me, you can sit there and you can hear, there's no creativity in that at all. It's literally, I'm singing like G, D, E, like, and just following the chord structure because I can't come up with anything original. I'm that bad. I'm new to this. How about that? This was my experiment, and this is my first statement in the music world. I'm sorry. I'm taking half an hour on one song. My gosh, sorry, 12:47. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. So you probably can't hear it, but it's definitely my favorite too. But take the song next time you're listening to it, and right here, right at the quiet part, listen really closely, and you can actually hear the piano part from the intro being played over this, because Zach is a freaking genius, and the guy, oh my gosh, I can't even. It was so good. The first time I heard this, I was like, wait a minute, what? And then, I'm trying to remember, David was there. David, do you remember that? The first time I listened to Zach's mix of this, I was in front of a bunch of friends, and I reacted live in front of a bunch of people, and it was really full. It was really fun. That was a fun day, because we actually wrote and recorded a song, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
The part that hurts the most is fear of losing you. The part that hurts the most is not knowing what to do.
So another fun thing too, I wrote the melody for this song in the shower, and that's why I wrote pretty much every single song I've written. The melody for the chorus has come up in the shower. I'll be showering and be humming to myself to come up with something. Another thing too, so there's the scream in the background. You hear me go in the background, right? I held that note the entire time. There's no pulse stretching, no editing to that at all. I am literally sitting there, deep breath, for straight, like, I don't even know, probably 20 seconds without stopping, and I was just, at the end, I was just like, oh gosh, okay. So the next one is the one I did with Caleb.
So alone.
I think I've made this statement before, and this isn't anything against Caleb personally. I really love Caleb, he's a great dude. I just, out of all of the songs on the album, this is my least favorite by a long shot, because,
And girl, I miss you.
like, the beginning's cool.
Look, time's past the old crap.
I mean, I'm by no means a rapper. I'm not NF, but like, I just wanted to write a goofy rap song that was a breakup song. Breakup songs are really easy to write. But when it was, yeah, it does. In the other one, yeah, it does definitely be.
Guess I don't, cause I can't get you off my brain tonight. Something must be wrong with me too, so I guess I shouldn't judge. But don't you call me tonight.
Yeah, I just wanted to have some fun with like wordplay and stuff like that. And there's a lot of that. Not as much as I would like, but yeah, there's a lot of fun little wordplay in this. And what's funny to me, as much as I dislike this song, this was one of the top ones. Like it's one of the most streamed and most listened to, and people talk to me about this one like, oh, that's great. And I'm like, what? Out of all of the songs I've written, this is the one you really like. Yeah, it definitely could have been produced better. So fun fact right here. There's 7 songs, Dad. Caleb had come to the studio, which is literally actually pretty much exactly where I'm sitting right now is where we recorded the song. And Caleb came in with a rap pre-written because I'd sent him the song, all of it, like the full demo with just a blank spot where he was supposed to rap. And he came in with his rap. It was interesting, but I'll give him that. It was profane. It was offbeat. It was loud. And it just didn't fit. So I was just like, after trying to record it like 2 or 3 times, I sat down with him and I was like, okay, dude, you're here for a couple hours. Let's just try and write a better rap. And so we're like, okay, so let's just sit down. And so in one sitting, we wrote his entire thing without even going back. And, oh, that's true. Technically only 5. Man, the delay is real with the chat. I'm sorry. I need to go. So we wrote the whole thing without going back and changing anything, which is kind of obvious. But I mean, literally sat down with a Google Doc and just typed. And then that was his rap that he did. And then doing the scream bit was probably the highlight of the song for me. Just because it's hilarious. I wrote an acoustic album. I'm doing a lot of metal screaming on it for that, but I do enjoy doing that. It's just fun and a cool party trick, I guess.
Life, but life goes on. That's the part that hurts the most, right? You see that things would never change.
And the drums were also one taked. Like I just looped them or did the whole thing in one
Where'd
sitting.
you go? Why'd you leave? What I do? I need you like a heart, need to repeat. No pun
But
intended, but I
yeah,
can't
and
believe
so
it.
that line, "I need you like a heart needs a beat," we straight up Googled that. Like we did not even come up with that on our own. We just were like, we need breakup like cliches to write a rap about. And so that was one of the ones that showed up is "I need you like a heart needs a beat," and we're like, that has a flow to it, I guess. And then so we used it.
I need you and me. I believe and believe, because baby, that's the way it should be. Woo.
And the woo right there was actually edited in post. I mean, we had already finished most of the song. He was actually over another day, and I was like, dude, I need you to woo for me. And he's like, what? And I was like, just come up to the mic and go, woo! And he's like, okay, got you. And then, so that's why there's a woo there. And this whole next line, this whole next part of the song,
And don't you call me a quitter.
I had the whole thing written before I even decided to put a guest in it. But then I was like, hey, that'd be cool if I featured someone on my debut album, had one of my friends come on, kind of, if this goes somewhere, give them a shout out or something.
Now don't waste my time, huh?
But so otherwise it would have been like a minute shorter, which is fine. I mean, all my songs are stupidly long. Basically, Ben, what is the... Are you talking about... Okay, hold up. So we're talking about Ben from Descendants. He does that one time in the whole series. He does the rah thing, and that's what I'm known as. That's what the reputation I get. Do you not follow metal, Aiden? That's not that uncommon to be like rah. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put this on hold for a sec. I gotta go do something. One of the many joys of being sick. Ugh. But yeah, of all the things you could relate me to is Ben from Descendants. I mean, come on. I'm not even one of the cool characters. I'm one of the side characters they wrote in as a love interest. That's just sad.
Where'd you go? 'Cause I miss you.
Hey, what's up?
Girl, I miss you.
You missed it. We showed some of the outtakes from earlier.
So alone. And I miss
Okay, so this whole part too. I had all this written, but in recording, there is just something about it that I didn't capture the feeling that I wanted to when like producing it and adding layers and stuff to that right here. And I didn't nail the note. I don't know. And then there's Caleb's voice just layered, like one single note stretched out to crap. And yeah.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, and another thing too, in producing, I accidentally, in producing, I like was recording a guitar track and I goofed up and stopped a measure too early, which is why all the music cuts out right here. But again, in production, it was something we just kind of went, oh, let's go with it. Let's roll with it. Let's have this moment where everything's just kind of floating. Yeah, it was just fun. I mean, it's a terrible song in my opinion. I wouldn't listen to this casually. I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, this is great. But that to each their own. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. This was my least favorite off the album for sure.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? On my own. It's never been so hard before.
Oh my gosh.
It's time to go.
And doing that like whisper thing too is something I really liked doing. Like whispering over the top of it. It just gives. Yeah. Those outtakes. We're just it's pretty much us just sitting there laughing hysterically. Popping up and looking around. Oh yeah. Oh that would what? Oh man. Should I okay. Can I get just a bunch of thumbs up in the chat if I should do a video for this song? Because I was considering it. I was definitely considering it. I mean, I've kind of moved on from this album as a whole. I'm just working on new stuff now. But if you guys want a video for this one, I will go back and do a video for this one. If I can get a majority vote, how about that? I think there's 7 people in the chat right now. Yeah. No, don't start over. Yeah, so this next song, Abby. Okay, so there's something I have to preface the song with every time someone's like, hey, what's Abby about? So yes, it is, in fact, about, technically speaking, my first girlfriend, even though it was really short-lived and wasn't much of anything, but this song was technically, oh my gosh, you guys really want that bit. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, you people just want to spite me, don't you? So it, oh, by all means, make an animatic for it. That would be hysterical. Please. So yes, Abby was in fact about my first technically girlfriend, I guess. And it was technically the first song I ever started writing, and I didn't finish it until till it was time to start working on the album. But yeah, and Aiden's reaction just proves this. This one was also one of the favorites. All right, see, Dad. It was about a girl, yes, and I wrote it about a girl, yes, and I no longer feel any of the things in the song, and I didn't do it as a statement now. So one thing, the best way to explain this is, which I always use this metaphor because I like using it. So imagine my life, like as a timeline, is like a wall. So there's like a wall with just a red line painted on it, and this is my life from beginning to end. Events happen on it, and they're picture frames. They're large memories that you remember and you'll never forget. And like these frames are there for you to go back and look on and appreciate and understand, but you don't necessarily feel any of the same feelings you did in that painting, which is how mostly how I feel about the part that hurts the most, but especially this song too, because I mean it's literally a love ballad for a girl that I'm never gonna see again. Hey, they're not all about girls, okay? One of them is not. One of the songs is not. And one of them is about a family member, actually. So, ha! To that I say, ha! So, yeah, go work, go make money, feed our family. This song, I decided to put it in production, and kind of my school friends will probably remember this. I kind of started writing the strum pattern and stuff to it during the last school year, which was almost over a year. Ooh, agree to disagree. That means a discussion. All right, Abundant Grace 1, hit me. What do you got? What are you disagreeing with? Because the chat's lagging. Okay, Aiden, that's fine. That's fair. Your statement still stands, but gosh darn you. Oh, this lag is really irritating. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the chat and wait. Just gonna wait. Actually, Tara can remember when I was with the girl Abby is about, and so like a lot of people are like, oh, her name's Abby. Not exactly. It's a long story. I think she might go by Abby now. I'm not certain. I haven't talked to her in like 2 years. That's fair. That's fair. So you can put that basically on there and say, yes, basically all of the songs currently released are about girls, but I'm a Loser is not. That's the standalone on this one. In addition to that, I've made a promise to myself on the next album that I'm working on. I'm trying to keep it not about that. Not even close. And it's funny, my aunt was making fun of me. She's like, wait, you wrote a whole album about your love life that you don't even have? And I was like, oh, okay, fine. But, Tara, I'm trying to avoid names. But, yeah, it's about Lynn. But again, it's not relevant anymore. It's not, I mean, she's dating another guy, and that's totally, like, honestly 100% fine with me. Not in like I'm totally okay. I'm just like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm mature enough to move on. She was the one constantly messaging me and bothering me last year, but that's okay. She's moved away now. She's no longer speaking to me. That's okay. We're okay. Anyways, back to the song. So if there's one thing I could change about this song, it'd be the na-na-nas. I would shorten them, and if I ever play this song live again, I'll shorten the na-na-nas. Which you'll notice that if you ever see me play this. And then this is the first one I tried putting reverb on my voice, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. The bass line was fun to write. It was definitely different from the other ones. It was less linear.
My scars will show, my head held high. One day I swear, these scars will take us anywhere. In a world of black and a light of gray. My heart was broken anyways. Give me a chance, I won't regret. Living a little.
So, just to tell a little bit of the story, like my thought when writing the song, which was written 2 years ago, maybe, probably more than that now. But so ultimately, this song became "What If" when I was writing this, because originally I wrote a piano part to this, and it was a lot more like sad and pathetic, and then that morphed into a song called "What If," which some of you know, some of you don't. That's the song. That's the one. That's probably the most important song I've ever written to me, because it was the first one I ever wrote, finished and wrote, and have a full, complete song written, and it's the only one so far that I'm willing to pay the money to go in and record it in an actual studio, because I want it to sound as best as it can. So that's one I'm definitely now I can't focus. Dang it, Mom. So, wow, I totally blanked. Dang it. Oh no, What If is also about the same girl in a sense, but What If is about more than that, about like moving on and getting like, it's like, what if things were different? I don't really care anymore, and this isn't my problem. I'm moving on with my life. It's kind of the stages of the song, but that's for What If, not this. But What If is one I'm going to get done eventually, and when I do, I will make sure to make a huge deal out of it because I really, 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 really like that song. Not because I'm impartial. It's just it's the most solid song I've ever written by far, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to show that to you guys eventually. But for now. So the writing of Abby is basically, so what happened with me and the girl involved is really dumb. So at the time I wasn't supposed to be dating. I wasn't allowed to be dating. I wasn't able to go have a girlfriend. And I, like the idiot I was going to say was, but I completely went behind my parents' back and got a girlfriend. There was this new girl in school. I was flirting with her. We went to go see the Crucible live, and I made my move, and it worked beautifully. And we became a thing. That was an awkward thing. Like, it was like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, honestly, I think we hugged maybe twice. And that was the only time I ever actually, like, got close to her ever. Like, other than that, it was literally just a name thing. But that's okay, because it wasn't even real. But so when she decided to end it because my parents were, very, they were being my parents, which is fine. And I appreciate them. I understand now because she was kind of crazy, but, it was just, like my whole point in saying the song is like, I will fight for this. I will live. If it means like turning my back on my parents, I will do it for you. That kind of thing. So yeah, she dumped me. I wrote this song within a week of her dumping me. And then now it's a song on everywhere. I don't think she's even heard it yet, which is hysterical. No, not even, well, I think one side hug and one real hug, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. This was a long time ago. I don't actually remember or care. And I love that. Boom! That was fun.
What does that mean? Should I leave and just forget? Looked ahead first into regret. I never thought my chains could hold me. Them on my wrists, but then you showed me the jailer left the locks undone. I said my thanks, but you were gone.
And also, so total side note, if you listen, I change. So I go na na na. And sometimes I say like da da da, and then I say oh whoa whoa, and I like change it every time because I hadn't written this part on paper. I just did it when recording. And yeah, the vocals aren't the most solid either in this one. Not that my vocals are ever solid, but I mean I just there's something when recording this, it just didn't come out right to me. And so I'm just okay, I just have to make a statement now. I'm sitting here bashing my album. I love it. I do love it for what it is. I'm just very conscious of the fact that it was produced in my bedroom with Audacity, which is a free program, and a Blue Yeti microphone, which isn't even mine. I had to loan it from a friend, and a crappy laptop that's crappy. And wait. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear the fan on my stupid computer. And voice cracks. Voice cracks were very real and a problem when recording this. So I'm very, very, very conscious of the way the process worked. And I'm trying, like, I mean, well, I'll show you, you can already hear when I show you the demo that I've been working on. It's very, very different. I'm much more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I've gotten better is what I'm saying. And I mean, you can even kind of hear that through the progression of the tracks on the album. So the part that hurts the most is the best. I Miss You is the worst, and then from there it gradually gets better, in my opinion, as far as like quality goes and of like lyrics and like sound. I just definitely did a much better job. I got gradually better. But yeah, I do really do appreciate the album for what it is. I just, one day I hope to go back and remake it and make it better. Yeah, see, I could only hit the note a couple of times before my voice started going down instead of up. And that is very intentional, by the way. The bridge is, in fact, supposed to be the same melody as the na-na-nas. Just... With what? I don't understand the query.
I told you I loved you and you said it back. I hope you know how much I care.
LS,
I
what?
love you, I still can. There is a wall that separates us. The world is hard and it is changeless, but I'm still here by your side. Abby, I'll never forget that night.
If it wasn't closely to, the two vocal tracks end at different times. Play part of my demo with LS. Is that a typo or or am I an idiot? Why am I blanking? Help! Someone help! Oh no, yeah, I will get to that. I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna talk. That's track 8 on this, so that's gonna be later. But yeah, I will definitely be showing off that one. That is my pride and joy of this whole project. Is that demo is so awesome, and not even because of me, but I'll get there. So yes, thank you for pointing that out. Abundant Grace 1. Oh, totally random side note. I have your birthday present, by the way. Don't let me forget to give it to you. That didn't make sense. Nope, that didn't make sense. Don't let me forget to get it to you at some point. Okay, so bit by bit. This song is different from the others, mostly just by sound because I recorded it live in a live studio. It's really hot in here. Oh my gosh. So bit by bit is very, very different from the other ones. Because it was recorded live and it was not about a breakup, which if you listen to the intro I give at the beginning, I do talk about that briefly. And it's an interesting situation. Okay, so just to kind of summarize this real quick. I said something incredibly stupid, something along the lines of got into an argument with my cousin, who at the time, growing up, we'd never really been that close. Then we had moments where we would bond and it was great. But within the last 2 years, she's come up twice, or come down here, because she lives up north. She's come down to SoCal to come visit us, and we bonded a lot, and it was really great. And then I opened my idiotic mouth, and she got really, 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 really mad at me, and I honestly don't blame her. And the thing is, knowing that it's not something that can easily be fixed or forgiven. And if I understand the situation now, she has decided to at least consider the possibility of forgiving me, which is good for her. But I haven't decided to forgive me yet, which I know that sounds really weird, but I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting situation. Let's just leave it at that. And I mean, this song is, I wrote it as an apology to her.
Okay, so
and another thing too, to people who know her and are related to her even, don't read into it too much. Okay, please stop talking to me of the past. What the heck? Dang it, Tara, you threw off my train of thought. Crap. So to people who know her and even know what happened or whatever, appreciate the song a lot more, but I don't want them reading into it because it's just a generic apology, which sounds totally unfair. But I mean, if you read into it, it makes it sound like I'm saying like I deserve an apology, or I deserve to be forgiven. I mean, and that's definitely not the case with this one. That's not what I'll kind of here. I'll go through the lines and try and explain it away as best as I can. But honestly, oh yeah, talk about it right here. You got it. Blah blah blah. Me. And the clicking you're hearing, I was wearing a necklace that kept hitting the side of the guitar when I was recording it. Oh my god, darn it. So I've made mistakes. As with friendships break. And bridges burn. So I screwed up, and she won't, like, she has every right to be mad at me is kind of what I'm saying there. So I'm just trying to take each set of lines and condense it into one statement instead of trying to be like, oh, this metaphor must mean this, and this means this, and this means this. And I just don't want people reading into it too much, because then if they do, yes, that's a perfect way of putting it. Because the lyrics, I mean, only so many words rhyme with so many words. There's only so much I could do. And I say that this song doesn't rhyme. But it's, I don't want people getting the wrong idea. I mean, the way I say it, like, I've apologized 1,000 times. Like, come on, why aren't you forgiving me? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just making a statement. I've tried apologizing so many times, and there's nothing I can do about this, is there? Like, and even the phrase bit by bit I'm trying to fix this makes it sound like I'm trying to fix this. What about you? Not the case, not what I meant. There's so much more to this song than people like what's on the surface. There really is. Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to skip this one. Oh, I'm just must be tired. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna skip that one so I don't start crying on camera. Okay, I'm a loser. So I don't really have to do too much explaining for this one because at least I don't think unless you... Again, so this is a Q&A. You guys can ask any questions and I will answer them. The whispers at the beginning were so cool, and this was probably, other than the part that hurts the most, this is my other favorite off this album, which is weird because it's definitely the most different. Sorry, I just realized I had all my stuff open. Lip sync. Hey, I was doing that earlier, actually. Yes, sometimes without even meaning to, I find myself lip syncing to my own songs. Like, the first time my dad was listening to one of the Part That Hurts the Most demos that I did, we were in the car on the way to, actually, Calvary Chapel. We were literally driving on the way there, and I was showing it to him. I had my laptop, I was holding it, like I was literally holding this, or you can't really see it in the camera, but I have this big old laptop, and I was holding it and plugged into the car stereo, and we were bumping to a crappy demo that I did, and I was sitting there, and I wasn't even meaning to, and Dad's like, what are you, lip syncing to it? And I was like, I guess I am. So, yes, I do find myself lip syncing to my own songs all the time. It's really irritating. Do I think I'll ever get a phone? I mean... Yes, eventually, but I mean, I don't really care enough. I mean, Discord serves all my purposes for communicating with the people I care about, so that's... And then when I... Oh, no. No, we're not doing a restart right now. That's just bad. Oh man, my screen's doing the flickering thing again. Crap. No, to answer that question, not in the near future, no. When I get a car, maybe, because I don't need to be able to communicate with people a little more readily than I can on my laptop, but as of right now, no, I'm not planning on or looking to get a phone in the near future.
Sitting on the outside one.
So another fun fact that you guys probably don't care about. When I wrote this song, I wrote it on guitar first. I had a chord progression written on guitar, and it was a lot more like western-y sounding, which would be an interesting project to do to recreate this song as like a country song, which I hate country, but it's like cool country, like not like ow, oh my leg just popped. I don't know if you guys heard that. But yeah, it was originally written on guitar, and it's just a lot more like you leave me alone, and like the voice, like I did this thing with my voice. There's kind of traces of that in the final version, but it's just, it was very, very, very different when I first originally wrote it. And then one day I was goofing around, and I just sat down at the piano and went, hey, that'd be cool if I made a if I made a piano version of this one, which evolved into something else too, and I'll tell you that in a minute. But so I started writing that, and I was like, whoa, this sounds way better. And I wish I transposed it up like half a step so my voice would have been a little more fit in the key. If I ever redid this one, I would probably put some like a lot of autotune on the voice to make it sound like all distorted and monotone, because I feel like that'd sound kind of cool here. Yeah, I feel like I don't have to do too much explaining on this one, because I kind of did with the outro in this, which I feel like was kind of stupid and unnecessary, but I did anyways, so deal with it. Me too, Tara, me too, and I just said that publicly on the whole internet, and everyone hates me now, probably. But yeah, I'm not big on country, I'm really not. And that, like, I try to put a metronome to this one. Whenever I try to put a metronome to this one in my head, it just doesn't line up, because I did this one without a metronome. So I just kind of guessed, basing everything off my drumming skills, which was a bad idea.
With my conscience at night, telling me to look at the bright side, I tell it to leave me alone. And maybe
there's still harmonies to this part that I wrote that I still sing to myself every time in my head, but it's not, I didn't actually end up using them because the harmonies sounded a little too, like, out there. Yeah, I'm off key right now, but I'm sick. Stop judging. Yeah, right here, as soon as everything comes in like that, I just love it. And people even tell me, like, this is the most emotional sounding song off the album. And I have to agree, as far as sound goes, yeah, this one definitely just has some kind of power to it, and I love it. Yeah, I just wish I'd put it in a different key, because my voice would have sounded so much better if I had, like, put it in E minor instead of A minor, maybe. Then again, all my other songs are in the key of A minor, or E minor, so.
Saying they think I'm their equal, I'm not. Just stop and maybe someday I'll change. And maybe someday I'll change.
Yeah, and then doing the drum roll thing. I remember the first time adding, like, to the background. I remember the first time I added that in and listened to it, I just went, whoa, this is awesome. And I actually think I stopped, brought my computer downstairs, and was like, here, family, listen to this thing. And I just geeked out about it, like, super hard, because it just sounds so different without those drums in there. It really does. I mean, like, I feel like when I hear this, I feel like I want to go grab a spear and join someone in battle and just be like, let's do it.
And maybe someday I'll shine.
Yeah. And A friend of mine actually, she told me, she's like, you should probably change the notes in that end part. And I was like, I probably should, but I'm not going to, and I regret that now. And so if you listen closely at the beginning and the end of the song, there's this fire track being played. That's actually going to be part of the video eventually when I get around to making it. But it was also put in there originally because of my computer fan is so friggin' loud that you could hear it. If you listen really closely beyond the fire, you can hear my computer fan in the background of this part, and I hate it. So I was just like, let's put something on top of that and try to hide it as best we can. And that's what I did. I hid it as best I could. And I think it got hidden pretty well because no one commented on that. That is the outro. Okay, so this next song, this is the one that Abundant Grace 1 was talking about. So this one is unreleased. You guys haven't heard this yet. Most people haven't. And it's not finished yet either. I need to redo my vocals in it. I'm actually working on that right now. But this is an alternate version of The Part That Hurts the Most that I did with a good friend of mine named Lauren Stanley. And, oh man, she could sing. And it's incredible. I mean, I can't even. The first time I heard her sing this, I was just like, you're hired. And, because I remember when the original version of the song came out, she was one of the first people to be like, this is awesome, this is really cool. And then I was like, hey, you want to help me with this? And she was like, heck yeah. And then, so yeah, we sat down, recorded all her parts in one day, and it just came together, and it's just so good. So just to clarify right off the bat, too, it sounds nothing like the original. The only thing that sounds the same is the melody of the vocals, and you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about right off the bat. And I love it so much. I mean, this is the one I find myself listening to on repeat. It's just so solid. And it's just, oh man, I love it. Here, I'll shut up now and just play it then.
You stand there crying, silence follows.
Yeah, I'm redoing my vocals.
I sit here,
Yeah, because my voice kind of goes like that. Right there, I like it.
fighting my sorrow. Inside, my heart is breaking. Denied, my soul is aching. The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part
So
that
the idea for
hurts
this came when making I'm a Loser. I was goofing around at the piano and I was doing something, and I just started playing the part that hurts the most in like with the chords on the piano, and I went, this could sound really cool. I could actually do something cool with this. So what this song is, when I finish producing it, is actually going to be coming out exclusively. Well, okay, so the original plan was to release it exclusively on the CD version of the album, but CDs are being delayed by a lot. So the current plan is this song and a full studio recording of Bit by Bit, which I'm working on right now as a full studio, my studio instead of a live recording, and an unreleased song that no one's ever heard of called I Don't Blame You. These three songs will be included as bonus tracks on I hesitate to say this, but deluxe edition, special edition re-release of this album, I'm a Loser. Or is a Loser. I keep screwing up my own album name. Wow. But so yeah, I'm really excited to share that with you. This song, the other ones I'm working on. I say working on. I haven't actually started on any of them yet. Otherwise, I would have shown them to you. But yeah, so yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up now. We'll keep playing it. But yeah, all my vocals are gonna be redone when this is finally released.
most is loving you the same. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be the same.
came out so good. It came out so good.
I know that I can't just live on without you. But why is it so hard to just forget you? I know you're still my best friend. But sometimes I feel mistaken.
The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part that hurts the most is loving you the same.
Just have to say this. You agree with me, right? The girl can sing like it's insane. It's insane. It's awesome. And the first time, so she came in here and we were recording in the studio setup, and I was like, okay, so can you put some harmonies on top of that? She goes like, okay, yeah. And so she put some harmonies on top of the second half of the second verse. And then we sat there listening to that over and over again because it sounded so awesome. To the point, like, we were in the middle of recording it, hadn't even mixed it, put any reverb on it or anything. And my sister was visiting, and we're like, Laura, come here, check this out. This is really cool. And she did. She came and she listened to it. Was like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. And it was so, oh my gosh. Lauren, if you're watching this in the future, or if you're even here right now, I don't know if you're here. Thank you so much for participating on this project. It came out so great. I mean, your vocals are incredible. Please do something with them as a career or something. Like, please, I know you want to be a scientist, but go be a performer or something.
That hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be the part that hurts the most is not knowing what comes next. The part that
So that snare sounds too, by the way, that's a compilation of me snapping, clapping, and going into the mic. Like, and I took all that layered on top of each other to make a really cool snare sound, and I like it a lot. It came out really cool.
hurts the most is keeping love in check. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be.
Yeah, and it's just, yeah, she does sound a lot like Whitney Houston.
What happened to me?
It's okay, David.
How could you do this to me? What happened to trust?
If Lauren hadn't moved away and would be and she's impossible to contact, kind of. If I could I can redo this. I haven't released it yet, so I can do whatever I want to it. But I would probably have her do the echo on the bridge because I feel like I kind of went a little out there with it, like altering notes and stuff, which is fine. But I like. What? David, you're so strange.
I said, what happened to us?
And before you give out or give me a bunch of crap on the voice crack right there, that was intentional. Thank you very much. The idea, and I was actually, when recording that bit, I was rather emotional. Voice crack. I was rather emotional. So the idea was to convey that kind of emotion, like you hear in songs like "How Could You Leave Us" by NF, where he's like literally crying as he's recording the song. So that was the idea behind that.
Part that hurts the most is the fear of losing you. Part
Reconnection. Oh, did I go dead? How long was I dead? Is everything okay? That was really weird. I don't know if I just went dead for a few seconds, but I'm back, I think. It says I'm connected. So yeah, so that's the entirety of that album I have produced. And again, once again, it's a Q&A. Any questions, literally anything about the album, about my life and what I'm doing, plans for the future, anything like that. Now is the time to ask them because I'm in between things. There's one more pretty big thing I want to show you guys before I sign off. And I'll bring that up right now. Because few seconds. Okay, I did go dead. Serious lag, that's on your end. I have great connection. Everything's great over here. I don't know why it would No, why are you not responding? Okay, we're good. So before I'll wait here. I'll wait a few more seconds if you guys have anything else. So in this song, this one's called Hopeless. Going into it, it's not finished. It's not even, well, so it's a complete demo. I have guitar recorded, I have vocals recorded, and I have I'd like to say drums recorded, but they're really off near the end of the song. You'll hear what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this is what the sound of the new album is going to be themed around, is songs like this. And there's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a second. Am I going to do a Minecraft series? For the most part, actually, I'm kind of done with gaming on this channel per se. However, there's something I'm not supposed to talk to you about yet, and yes, it may involve doing a Minecraft series, but that's up in the air right now. My partner is busy with college and stuff, which I that's fine. But potentially, I'm just going to straight up say it, potentially Nathan and I are going to be starting a second channel called The Aiden Ryan Show, in which we are going to be doing gaming challenges, and we're going to be doing other such challenges, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So those will probably, I want to do like every other Wednesday or something, have a video come out for that, and then proceed to have Monday, Friday. That's another thing too. The new schedule, which I didn't discuss this in the vlog like I meant to, but the new schedule is Monday is going to be a music video, and Friday is going to be a vlog. Or a vlog that's not a music video. It's going to be in relation to the previous video. It could be like an outtakes. It could be behind the scenes, that kind of thing. Oh, whoops. So yeah, that's the upcoming plan. But as far as to actually do the Minecraft series, in the near future, there are no plans for it. I did talk about that briefly on that. Oh gosh. Hi, Sleeper. Welcome. Darn it, these headphones are killing me. Okay, so anyways, so this is the song I'm working on called Hopeless, and hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, see, the symbol's off right away.
Some days I wake up crying, 'Cause I am falling apart at the seams. It may seem that I'm okay, but I promise you I'm not. Nobody told me life would be this hard. Some days I feel like giving up. Everything is worthless. Life is not worth it. Some days I feel like giving up.
So excited for this one. It's so much fun to write and record.
I've had one of those days. Can someone take the pain away? I just wanna be happy. I just wanna be happy. I just wanna be happy.
Dude, okay, so much fun. Honestly, it's the most metal heavy song I've ever written. Like I described earlier in the stream, heavy as crap. I've never written a awesomer song than this, in my opinion.
Days I feel like giving up. Everything is worthless. Life is not worth it. Some days I feel like giving up. Everything just seems so utterly hopeless. Some days I feel like giving up. Everything is worthless. Life is not worth it.
Noted. Sleeper.
Everything just seems so utterly hopeless. Seems so utterly hopeless.
See, okay. So one total side note here so I actually got this from a Linkin Park song that I heard on the way home from winter camp one time. And I'm gonna finish the song in a second, let you guys see it. But so on the final chorus, I just decided to add. So it's a layer, like a pad layer of like strings or anything. If any of you guys are ever producing music, pads and strings make it sound so much better. It's just so much more full of life and just more. If you want to like add like a layer of like drama or anything to it, like emotion or anything like that, it's a really good way to do it. So, anyways, sorry.
Seems so utterly hopeless.
This song? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, that's my favorite song I've ever worked on so far. Like it's so much fun just to write and record. Which song? I don't remember, dude. It was one of the ones I don't own. I own the entire first album. So it must have been off of Meteora, maybe. You showed it to us on the way home from winter camp, and during the last chorus, there was a thing with strings in the background, and it made it sound so much more, just, for lack of a better term, beautiful. It was just added so much to it, and so I've tried to implement. That's the way it works. I'm not trying to be like a copycat or anything, but like when I listen to an album, I try to go in taking away one thing from it. I want to go into it like, I'm going to learn from this. These people made it. I want to make it too. They have something that I don't. I need to learn what that is. So I go in and I'll listen to it. Hello, welcome back. And I go into it and I listen to a song and I take mental notes. I'm like, okay, here. Actually, a perfect example is the scream in this. If I go back to this double monitor thing, my mouse keeps going over there. Where's the scream? This right here? Yeah. Okay. So I actually got this. Bye. Hi. Bye. I'm greeting one person, saying goodbye to another. But so the idea of like stopping all the music and just having a scream in there actually came from a YouTuber, if you've ever heard of Jared Dines, he makes he makes fun of metal music. He is a metal musician, but he makes fun of metal music. And one of the things he did is he did a video called Different Types of Breakdown Vocals, and one of them was an emotional one. And what happened was, like, so he did this thing where all the music drops out and he goes, "I really hate myself," and like right as soon as he said self, everything came back in full swing, and I really, really, really liked the sound of that. Even though it was a joke in the video, I really liked that sound, so I decided to recreate it here as best I could by going, "I just wanna be a..." But so for those of you who did like the acoustic sound for me, don't worry, that's not the end of the acoustic songs. There will be a couple like acoustic love ballady-esque songs on there on the new album, which, by the way, shouldn't tell you guys this either. The tentative name right now, the name I have planned is Aiden Ryan is Breaking the Rules, is the new one. And the cover, and about the cover art competition, remember the theme is graffiti this time. And graffiti, and it needs to include my logo. And the colors I presented aren't a requirement. I just don't want it to be painful colors. Just no neon yellows, please. I'm begging you. But yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much it. I feel like there's something else I was going to talk to you guys about. I mean, there's a video coming out on Monday. If there's anything else, you guys... This will be interesting. Cool. I'm there twice now. Yeehaw. But yeah, I have I have a bit more time before I need to go start working. If you guys have any more questions, anything, like, now's the time to ask them. Otherwise, thank you guys for being here for the stream. That was fun. It felt nice to actually get to talk about it and geek out about my own stuff. But yeah, all this stuff, note it somewhere for the Aiden Ryan trivia. Yeah, I know. That's what I was kind of like. Well, there's not much left. There's not much left to talk about, I guess. If you want to learn more, you can go back and watch the stream. It's not going anywhere. It's actually, I may or may not count it as this week's video. I'm not sure. I have a video coming out. I shan't ye my last haw. Oh my gosh, you nerd. Tara, you're great, but you're such a nerd. Yeah. Hey David, if you're still here watching the stream, how do you feel about playing Minecraft in like 20 minutes? Oh hey! No way! No way! That's not real! No, get out of my head! Get out of my head! There's no way! Yes, I did show that, with Lauren? Yes, I did. You missed it, Jaden. I'm sorry. Or Abundant Grace. Sorry. Crap. Oh, crap. David, that's beautiful. How in the world? Oh my gosh. I can't even figure that out right now. That was amazing. Get out of my head, dude. Get out of my head. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right screen. Whoops. No, I minimized the chat. Crap. I know, dude. So, okay, to me, I know there's the lag. As soon as the words left my mouth, I got your message. As soon as the words left my mouth, I got your message. That's so crazy. Yes, I showed the demo with Lauren though. It's incomplete, but it will be included on the CD version. But yeah, so there's that song. Yeah, I feel like everyone's super behind. I'm really confused. Yeah, what can mean so many things? I don't know what you're referring to. Live streaming for an hour and a half. That's actually really short for me. I usually go for like, what? All right, see you, man. Yeah, I mean, again, if there's any more questions, now's the time to ask them. Otherwise, I will speak to y'all in a later time. Whoa. That's fun. Here, I'll kill that camera. Can't make this full screen. No, okay, so what happened was I asked David, I was like, hey David, do you want to play Minecraft in like 20 minutes? And as soon as the words left my mouth, he messaged on here and said, want to play Minecraft in 20. And I was like, well, watch him come around the corner and be like, by the way, I'm in your house. He's done that before. Just shown up and been like, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun with this camera thing. This would be a much better way to do the setup next time. Noted. Definitely noted. If I did it so it was like this and then I had the music playing. Here, I'll put on the Lauren song for you right now. Yeah, so I did that and then had it like that. See, why didn't I do that? That's so much better looking than what I had before. Crud. I'm sorry. So yeah, if there's no more questions, thank you guys so much for being part of the stream, coming and watching me geek out about my own music.
Stand there crying.
Keep an eye out for, like, if you haven't subscribe, you know, all that wonderful stuff, because there's, I'm doing an NF cover this weekend, or I already recorded it, it's coming out on Monday, and I'll be writing new music and, dropping a new, music video every Monday, and, every Friday will be behind the scenes and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being part of the stream, and I will see you guys at a later date. Bye, guys. I can kill the stream. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Bye.
Denying my soul is aching. The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part that hurts the most is loving you the same. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be the same.
I know that I can't just live on without you. But why is it so hard to just forget you? I know you're still my best friend. But sometimes I feel mistaken.
The part that hurts the most is knowing things have changed. The part that hurts the most is loving you the same. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be. The part that hurts the most is not knowing what comes next. The part that hurts the most is keeping love in check. The part that hurts the most is seeing your pretty face and knowing you will never be. What happened to me? How could you do this to me? What happened to trust? I said, what happened to us?
Part that hurts the most is the fear of losing you. Part that hurts the most is not knowing what to do. Part that hurts the most is the look upon your face, knowing